A house, we're understanding a house has been destroyed, and we'll start with Lindsay Monroe in Caraway, Arkansas.
Yeah, and Lindsay, you were on the scene of another situation where a tree fell on a trailer. Is this a similar situation?
Yeah, it's all definitely wind damage related. Earlier we were in Tyronza, now we're up in Caraway, where there is a little damage to the home, but it's mainly this outside structure that's essentially blown over, completely toppled off the foundation that it was sitting on. It's going to cause some widespread damage when you get 65, 70-mile-per-hour winds, and that's what the sheriff up in Tyronza told us that they were reported earlier this morning. But just check out the scene that we're on right now. Just everything that was inside of the shed is completely strewn throughout the yard, in the ditch, and we have everything that's essentially been toppled over. Even the top of this tree, it looks like behind me here, was essentially sheared off and thrown across this road. This is County Road 855 here in Caraway, and thrown into a field on the other side of it. Very impressive. And I actually have the homeowner that witnessed this firsthand, Teresa Black. You were here this morning. We got the report around 4:20 early this morning. What was it like when this damage happened?
It was just quiet, all of a sudden quiet, and then it was just a roaring like a train. And I heard a glass break, and I thought it was the bedroom off the side. And my mother-in-law was in there, and I told her to get out because I thought it was that one. And she come out, but I heard another window bust, and I knew right then. And then I heard the sounded just like a train.
The strong wind gust that came through this morning.
It was just like a train.
And when did you first realize that the shed had completely been destroyed? When did you notice that?
After it calmed down, after the winds and stuff calmed down, and I walked out and seen it.
And how long have you lived in this residence? Have you seen anything like this before out here in Arkansas?
Well, we've had damage before, but not this major.
Right.
You know, I've never had anything this major here. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
And when it happens at night?
Yeah, you can't see nothing.
Right.
You have to go on here and alone, and you just can't see anything. I mean, it's just like blind, you know.
Right. So what's the next step, the cleaning up process, now that we're assessing the damage, we know what's going on, and we have stuff that's all the way on that field behind you. What's next?
I don't know. Pick it up and clean it up the best we can and go from there.
Right. The cleanup process begins. Do you know of any other damage in the area, or any of your friends or family that you may have talked to?
I've not heard of anything.
Okay.
I mean, and I've been up all night, so I hadn't heard from anybody, you know, or anything, any damage anywhere.
It's just one of those situations where it hits one house, misses the next one, and unfortunately some of us have to clean up after it.
I've lived here 28 years, and this is the first one, you know.
Yeah. Well, luckily everybody is okay. We talked to everybody and they are safe, and the worst of the storm is out of here. And I know it's raining now, so I want to make sure that you guys have some shelter to get into since the rain has picked back up. But yeah, we are checking out just some structure damage here in Caraway, Arkansas, and it's unbelievable, folks, how far pieces of debris from what was inside of this shed was thrown into the field across the way. We're going to break down a little bit further about how extensive this damage is when we talk again. And I'm going to stay out here and talk to Teresa a little bit more and see exactly the extent of the damage here in Caraway. For now, I'm going to send it back into the studio to get you some other updates from other locations, because this was an event for the entire Mid-South.
Certainly was, and still happening. We're still under that watch.